Hello again, teachers. This is John over in Educational Technology, and this is actually a remake of our Breakout Rooms tutorial where we talk about setting kind of the setup process. So at this point, I want to make sure that you've watched the very first of this series, which walks you through eliminating any extensions you don't need, especially if you've got some that are not friendly with one another, and then installing the ones that you do need. So just to double check that, up here in the top right hand corner when you're in Chrome, you've got a couple of extensions here that you want to make sure. So this little green waffle, for example, this is the Grid View Fix, and again you want to make sure you have the correct version installed. And then this purple one with a B in it, this is the Breakout Room extension that we'll be walking through today. So let's go ahead and launch that. And this is the Breakout Rooms extension. Hopefully you kind of got this far from the last tutorial, but we're going to walk through getting this set up. So depending upon what you teach and how many classes you have, you're going to jump up here to the top to start getting set up. And keep in mind, this is all a temporary solution until Google releases the native version of Breakout Rooms, which I'm sure will include most, if not a whole lot more, features that we're going to be talking about today. So again, this is temporary solution. First, we're going to jump up here to Courses. And under Courses, you can create as many as you want here, or you can create just one. If you're teaching multiple subjects in the day, you can split these into courses. Just keep in mind that for each course, you'll need to set up separate rooms. So it is totally okay if you want to create one course and use it over and over, although keep in mind students will have those links, or it is okay to separate that out. So if I'm a secondary teacher, I've got 6 different classes, you can create 6 different courses here, so they're different links. That being said, I really only need one to show you guys this today, so I have a course, I'm going to call it EdTech, just so it's easy for me to show you guys. The description does not matter. You can leave it blank if you want, you can just put the same name in there, it totally doesn't matter. Make sure you click on the little blue Save button, and for courses, you're done. Now it comes time to make your rooms. Now, I'm going to clear this out so that we can all start on the same page here. So yours is probably going to look like this. You have a darker blue, right now it's probably called Main Room, and you need to create a link. Now before we talk about the link, let's talk about your breakout rooms. So you're going to create as many rooms here as you want, and a suggestion for you, always create 1 or 2 extras. So if you know, for example, you're going to be doing English language arts and you've got your kids split into 4 groups that are all color-coded, you need 4 rooms. But maybe you need to pull a couple kids here and there for some individual support. I suggest you create 5 or 6. Just have them there. You can always choose to not use all of them. You can choose any number you want. But again, it's a good suggestion to just create a couple extras. Okay, that being said, when you want to create your rooms, click on the green plus sign, and I'm going to go ahead and create 4 here. And then each one of these, you can just type in the name. So I'm going to call these colors. So this is red, this is yellow, let's call this one blue, and let's say my last group is green. Now you're ready for links. So here's the thing with links. You should be very cognizant of how you set up your links, because if you set them up certain ways, students will always have access to jump in the room without you, which is something you don't want to have happen. We want to make sure that this is also secure. So I'm going to show you guys 2 ways to get the link here. And one way or another, that's how I'm going to suggest you do this. And we will review this in the next tutorial, just so you know, but this is a very important step. So let's go over this together. If you're using Google Classroom, so let me jump into my test class here. You have a link here on the home page. You also have a link under Classwork here. It's important to know that these are the same link, either under Stream or under Classwork. But this is not the link that you want to copy. You need to actually launch the room first. So whether I click here on Meet, or whether I go to my Stream page and click here on the Meet link, we need to launch it first. So I'm going to launch that. And this is actually the link you want. So you want to make sure you get to this point where you've got the meet.google.com/3-digit, 4-digit, 3-digit. That is the important part. This part at the end doesn't really matter, but we're going to leave it anyway. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste that into my main link. That way, I make sure that the breakout room extension is talking to this room that my students are going to go in, because remember, they have that link from my Google Classroom. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it, let me just reset this real quick. The other way to do it would be if you were going to use nicknames. Now, nicknames means you go to meet.google.com, even if it's for your dashboard, you click on join or start a meeting, and then you give it a name. And the name should be unique, because remember, if you have the same name as somebody else, you're all going to jump in the same room. So I'm just going to call this EdTech Test Room. Doesn't really matter. Click on continue. And again, just like last time, make sure you get to this point. And you can do this after you click join, by the way. But either way, you need the room launched so that you get this Meet link. So that one step is something you'll probably want to do every day, because that link will change every day. And you want it to be secure so students can't jump in when you're not there. Okay, so I'm going to paste that into my main link. And you're pretty much done. At this point, when I click save, if you watch down here under red, yellow, blue, and green, the extension is going to automatically populate those other ones. So I'm going to click on save, and voila, it automatically created all the links that I need. And in terms of creating everything, as long as I've saved it, I'm done. The one other suggestion I will give to you is once you launch your room, sometimes you'll notice down here under Assign Breakouts, your students aren't popping up here under Students. Remember, number one, they have to be in your room to show up here. Number two, sometimes you just need to refresh this page. It's not a big deal. But so long as you copied this link into here, simply refresh it. So I like to just right-click on the tab, reload it. That will make sure that they are in sync. That's important. And you're done. You should be ready to go, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Good luck with those breakout rooms. Remember, everybody, you cannot be an analog teacher in a digital world, and I will see you soon.